So I'm here in Egypt and I'm going straight for the big one. Landed late last night, got up now at 7, got down here by 8. And I mean, there's already a lot of people here, to be honest, but it's summer, so apparently less people because it's so hot. To see this beauty. So I've got entry into Khufu, which is the Great Pyramid. And I think I'm going to do that straight away before maybe it gets even busier. Get straight into the Great Pyramid of Giza. Absolute bucket list stuff, this. Dreams. No, I'm hoping I can spend a few hours around here and not getting too overwhelmed by the heat. A lot of people doubt that's possible. Everyone I spoke to said you probably only be able to last about an hour here because of the heat in summer. So I will try to find shade where possible. But yeah, wow. This thing is f***ing massive. Where is the entrance? What? ...481 feet high, I think this is, or it was before the top of it kind of fell off. Wow, the megalithic stones, massive. Like the first one's almost as tall as me, like a foot off. Okay. Oh wow, this is overwhelming actually. You can see I don't know if these are the original ones, but the casing stones, what would have gone up the whole side of the pyramid at one point. Like these would never have been exposed before. It would have been all angular like that. I think 51 degrees. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna head straight in there now. Inside the pyramid. What a dream. Alright, so I just got out of the Great Pyramid, up the Grand Gallery and into the so-called King's Chamber. No like bodies have ever been, or mummies have ever been found in the Great Pyramid, so that's why I say so-called, I guess. Unfortunately, the Queen's Chamber and the subterranean chamber are both closed, which is unfortunate. I was really looking forward to get down, especially in the subterranean one. But yeah, it's kind of surreal being in there. It's just like, it just doesn't seem real. Just like the quality of it is just unbelievable. Like, this is at least 4,500-5,000 years, they say, 4th dynasty. Some say much longer. At least the subterranean one. I mean, that's built down into the bedrock of the Giza Plateau, so could have been here much longer.
We are walking up.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, they really kind of try to stop you filming inside, and then try to get money out of you when they do catch you, and then if you don't give them money, they try to get you to delete it. So it's a bit of a mission to get some footage, but continue wandering around the plateau. The size of this place is mind-blowing. I didn't realize how far everything was stretched out across. It's amazing. Heading over to the Pyramid of Khafre now, which is the one that actually still has some of the casings on top. You can see the top part there looks a little bit different. So most of the casings are still on there. So I think a lot of these over the years were, I guess, taken away for other buildings, or even I guess natural disasters maybe have pulled some down, earthquakes. Oh, fun fact as well before I forget, that the Great Pyramid, it's like true north, so like each corner is perfectly north, south, east, west, within like 1/80th of a degree or something crazy like that. Talking like thousands and thousands of years ago at least. I mean, at least 4.5, I guess it's agreed. And they had the ability to know true north. Amazing. We got a pyramid there. We got a pyramid there. Khafre, Pyramid of Khafre, Pyramid of Khufu, the Great Pyramid. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Just surrounded by pyramids. Wow, do you know what? It isn't that busy. I'm guessing it's the summer, but honestly, hey buddy, little doggy. You alright, pal? You don't look too good. Oh, big dog. But yeah, I honestly, thinking it was gonna be like so crowded that it's hard to enjoy, but it's not. And there's a breeze. I mean, it's 9 o'clock, but the heat's definitely not getting too much at all. And other than my one negative run-in with the camel riders, why are you trying to scare me? Why are you trying to scare me?
No.
You smashed the stick on there. Why?
Joke with you.
It's not a joke.
No, because you look like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Where you come from?
You both come running over, yelling at me, and then smashing the stick in front of my face.
No, I'm not you.
What the? That's not nice, man. Why you do that? Like, we're both human. Why would you do that to me?
Joke with you.
It's not a joke. What? This is not a joke.
I'm not with you.
They come over trying to grab me, pull me, tell me I can't walk this way, and then they get their stick and smash it, and then so yeah, not the nicest guy in Egypt, I guess. Wow. The rest have been alright. I mean, they're just trying to get some work, I guess. I mean, they're persistent, but other than that one, they're not necessarily rude. That one guy just took it way too far with the trying to like, scare me. It's a shame you can't get inside this one. Wow. It's so hard to wrap your head around like how long these things definitely have been here and like potentially have been here. Like, I'm a bit of a conspiracy guy. I love a good conspiracy, so or at least I love a challenging opinion on mainstream approach to things. So, you know, John Anthony West, Robert Schoch, Graham Hancock, big fans of their work. So I'm definitely here looking at these, I guess, with a skeptical eye on, you know, how they were built. Like the precision on this work, it's just like insane. They're like supposed to have used like chisels and saws. Like the precision on the lines is too perfect for it not to have been mechanical, which goes against popular opinion or mainstream opinion. All three pyramids in like an eye line. it's like it's like you're living out your like 6 or 7 year old dreams, you know. You'd spend all day just wandering around, and like it's insane how many blocks there are. Wish I had like just pure facts to spit, but I don't. See all these stones? There's a bunch of casing stones you can see on the ground, like over here, like angular ones. Must have come tumbling down. Anyway, heading over to Menkaure, which has a lot of the casing stones still there. And no one is here. No one. I don't know if people bother walking over to Menkaure. It's like a little bit pushed further out. So like you have the Great Pyramid, then you have Khafre, and like the Sphinx is over that side. So you kind of, I guess you naturally head that way. This is kind of the opposite way of the Sphinx. So it seems like most people get like a camel or a carriage here. Camels just don't look so happy. I feel kind of bad. So get some steps in and I'm gonna walk the whole thing. Looks like a lot of people get up onto that ridge over here. You can get like a photo with all 3 pyramids plus the Queen's pyramids, much smaller ones. None of these pyramids, by the way, have been found with mummies in. They're very mysterious. There's a lot of amazing theories that are put out there of what exactly they were. Christopher Dunn is another guy you can look up if you're interested in these kind of things, like things that span from like that were power plants with different chemicals coming in through the galleries into the chambers to create some sort of power back in the day, that they were purely for like astronomical purposes. Even like Nikola Tesla's theory of electricity, getting electricity. Could they have been using similar thoughts in developing them? Who knows? And the interesting part is like there are no hieroglyphic. There are no
and there's pyramids all over it and hieroglyphics. How do you say that?
Hieroglyphic.
There are no glyphs that hieroglyphics that like talk about like how they were built. Like if they had built them themselves and they knew exactly how they were done, why would they not write about it and celebrate it? And like all the mummies found in Valley of the Kings, which I will be going to in a fair few days, in like a week I guess. These pyramids, they aren't what they seem or what we're told when we grow up. There is amazing feat, but we don't know how they were built or what they were really used for. We just speculate. One theory is as good as the next, I guess. It's cool to see it with the casing stones on. Really adds like a huge, like a way like more thickness to the pyramid. Like you can see where it kind of drops off there. Adds a lot more width to it. Another phenomenon or like curious thing about these are these kind of like commonalities of these nubs that you see on a lot of these stones. You can kind of see these little nubs that poke out. This is a common thing that you see in like work all around the world, in South America, in Asia. A lot of these megalithic sites are huge, use these huge stones. They have this weird nubbing. Stopping for a bit of a little drink break. Taking it all in. I'm gonna start walking down to the Sphinx now. All three pyramids I've got the chance to check out. Only got to go into one. But yeah, it is amazing being here. It's like from listening and to so many podcasts and watching so many clips, movies, to, yeah, it just kind of looks like so dreamy. Everywhere you turn, it just looks unreal. I definitely recommend coming in summer. I don't know how busy it gets in winter. Or when it's cooler, but it's definitely not that hot. It's unbearable. There's not that many people, so if the heat scares people off, it's a good time to come. Anywho, we continue. I would love to climb up to the top of this. Oh, that'd be so sick. There's a crazy photo of, like, I don't know back when, I don't know if it was like, I forgot, maybe it must have been like 60 years ago maybe, of like people having a picnic on top of the Great Pyramid. It looks so cool. Those days are gone now. It's super illegal to climb up there. I don't even think you can like do a private thing, or like, I don't even know if you're creating movies or documentaries, if you can even get permission anymore. But yeah, the days of climbing up are over. I know that I've heard stories of people back like 30, 40 years ago climbing up. It's super dangerous. Like, people used to die doing it. Like, every year someone would die, I think. So they completely canned it. But that'd be cool. All right, walk down the Causeway now. Get to the Great Sphinx. There's a few buses arriving, so I guess the tourists are starting to flow in now. So best get a move on. Just see the Sphinx's head popping out there. I reckon a lot of people probably think that this one, Khafre, Pyramid of Khafre, is the Great Pyramid, because this causeway that kind of goes straight from the Sphinx up to that pyramid kind of makes you believe that, I guess. But the one to the right when facing the pyramids is the Great Pyramid of Giza. So the Sphinx apparently was built 2500 BC, 4th dynasty of Egypt. The interesting thing about this that kind of challenges that date is the I think it's precipitation erosion from around the enclosure of the Sphinx. So basically enough moisture or rain has to have been around to kind of, I'll show you, or kind of carve out the bedrock of where the Sphinx is, because basically the Sphinx is carved out of the bedrock. It isn't like the pyramids where stones were brought there and then built. It was like, I guess they kind of cut into the bedrock and then around the bedrock, around the bedrock. But I mean, a lot of people will have heard this, but like, the head of the Sphinx is just out of proportion to the body, right? The human head to what looks like maybe like a lion's body or a cat's body. So clearly it was reworked after the fact, or after it was first created. I imagine it was found and then reworked. Who knows, maybe the face was so damaged they were trying to honor it or what, but it doesn't look like the head was made for that body, you know? This is exactly what I was talking about. This I think they call it precipitaceous induced weathering of the rock. You see like all these lines? That can only be due to moisture or rain. And they say the pyramid was built I think 2500 BC, so 4,500 years ago. But from what I understand, there wasn't enough moisture or rain in the Giza Plateau for well over 5,000 years to create something like that. So does that then backdate? Should that be backdating the original carving of the Sphinx? Like you can see how like the periods where it's been like restored, they've kind of put blocks around it, but the original, the actual body and base of it is carved from the bedrock. But yeah, this is kind of a big talking point of the Sphinx from people like Graham Hancock, Randall Carlson. Really fascinating people. Just bringing a different conversation to the table, you know? It doesn't have to be right. It can be wrong, but it's always healthy to challenge existing paradigms when new information or new theories come to light, you know? God, it'd be so good to get in there. I think like a decade or two ago, they actually found a tunnel that leading from the back of the pyramid. I don't know if that is it, but yeah, they found a tunnel that they started excavating and for some reason stopped. There's a lot of weird shit that's going on in Egypt with this kind of Egyptology and mainstream archaeology, I guess. Whether it's relating to like ancient, like a lost civilization or lost technology, or just like knowing or having a better more accurate picture of actual history, they seem to not continue down the path of that. It's almost like they believe what they have found is to be accurate and complete, so why look any further? But even still, like I'll walk around the front of the Sphinx, but previously I know they've done like ground penetrating radar and they've found like a huge cavity under the right paw of the Sphinx. I believe it's the right paw. Yet we haven't, or they haven't, looked to discover that any further. Like what the fuck could be in there? There could be some cool shit in there. It could be like, you know, lost knowledge of Atlantis or something. You know, that's what I want it to be. Anyway, head around the front, see if I can, I guess you got to pay to just walk up and down here. Almost got the place to myself here. Nice to enjoy it. A bit quieter. Although I do think that they have kind of taken someone else's work. The carving of the face is pretty bloody good. Again, especially considering how long ago this was originally carved and probably recarved. But even when this was found, I think, I can't remember what date it was, but when it was found, like this was covered up to the shoulders in sand. So everything basically below here was covered in sand, so it's been so well preserved. Like I guess if the Giza Plateau was just left to be, the sand would come in again and just fill it all back up, lose it all again, which makes you think how much is probably out there still. Like, I mean, they're always finding tunnels around here. There's a lot of, you know, discussion around there being tunnels that connect the Sphinx to the pyramids. The possibility of that. That'd be pretty cool. Right. Well, it doesn't look like you can get anywhere else inside the enclosure, which is a shame. But I've enjoyed it all the same. It's like these temples or buildings all like dotted along the side of the causeway. They're all like ruined. They're all like proper crumbled, but I don't know if they're like the living quarters or something. No one's really around here. There's like no one like comes over this side, it seems like. None of the tours or anything, and none of the tourists. But yeah, I'd love to have known what this is before I got here. Actually, wasn't expecting like a lot of these kind of dotted, broken down buildings along the way. Love to find a little tunnel. I feel like you could very easily stumble across a tunnel that's like not locked, or a gate that's not locked that leads in somewhere. Let's see if we can get in. Oh yeah. All right, we're doing it. Oh. I'm not sure how this body is gonna fit in. Oh, nothing. Let's open that wood deck. Alright. No luck there. Sorry about that. Just a bit of dust or dirt. I'm sure there has to be something somewhere. Damn it. Locked. This way. Plenty of gates. They still seem to be padlocked up. I think that just about wraps up my time on the Giza Plateau. 4 hours now, it's 12. Sun is right up there, beaming down. So I'm definitely glad I came here early. And it's gotten way more people here now. Hot tip, anyone, definitely get here 8 AM when the doors open, or the gates open. No crowds, temperature's way better. It's a dream. And like you get to experience, I guess you get to experience the pyramids at their best, as can be hoped for, given that it is probably the world's most famous tourist attraction. It's never going to be dead quiet or private. Oh yeah, mornings is your best bet. If you want any more motivation to come early, that is the line to get into the Great Pyramid. There was no line when I got here, I just walked straight in. So yeah, 8 AM. Oh wow, and all the buses. The car park was empty. Get here early, guys. You won't regret it.